Welcome to Three Girls, One Track, your go-to podcast for listening to two sisters and their cousin try and get into Formula One. We're here to break down the ins and outs of what happens on the track and especially what happens off of it. Listen in weekly to get your fill of F1 gossip, race outcomes, and which Lewis Hamilton Fashion Week outfit we thought was the hottest. So it's an off week for us with F1. And we were originally going to do a little bit on F1 Fury Series, probably get into F1, how some of our favorite drivers got into F1. And then F1 decided to be messy boots. And we now have a lot to talk about. So this is just going to be an F1 news episode. We're going to have a whole episode of our F1 news segment.
Let's chat.
Snaps for that. It's been a very eventful week. In the interest of Felicia's F1 education, Felicia, you have any burning, pressing F1 questions that have arisen this week?
Nothing burning this week. I actually am just kind of baffled by some of the things that have been happening. So I'm just ready to talk about that because I've been kind of keeping up with it a little bit.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to cover off, I'm going to cover all the Audi stuff all in one go. Yeah. So that's a good way to kick this off. As we discussed last week, Pick Sauber is turning into Audi in 2026. Mm-hmm. And this week we've had a couple of developments. First and foremost, Nico Hülkenberg signed a multi-year contract.
I hate how they're so vague about their contracts. What is a multi-year contract? How long is he? What?
I'm seeing rumors that it is until 2027. So 3 years.
Yeah,
I've seen those up.
27. Wait, it's still 20. Oh, okay.
27.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a little bit surprised when I saw that Audi was signing.
Why?
It's Hülkenberg, but I think with Audi being such a big name, and them having so much money behind them, that they would maybe try and get a better driver or something along,
Who do you think they missed out on?
To be honest, I have to look at the years, because Audi takes over in 2026, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't Lewis available in 2026?
Is he?
And I'm just I think
Lewis is available in 2027.
Oh, okay. I thought he was
He has at least a 2-year contract.
Which would be when Nico's contract goes out, though.
But
Nico would have one more year. So Nico would do 25, 26, 27. Lewis is doing 25, 26 at Ferrari.
What?
And so I just think that it feels like a rush job to grab a driver and fill a seat.
I have a controversial take on this.
Okay, let's do it.
So I had seen, and I cannot find it anymore for the life of me. I'm still remembering myself. I didn't bookmark it. But there was a statement put out, I believe by Andreas Seidel, talking about who is the Summer Keepers.
Yeah.
Andreas Seidel was talking about why they got Nico Hülkenberg, what's the tea, hey, look, this is a pretty surprise signing.
Mm-hmm.
Why did this signing happen? I actually just now found a little bit of the article. And he's essentially talking about how, Nico's a strong, consistent driver. He brings experience. And then they're talking about, well, what do you...
Okay, I saw this too.
Why are you... Yeah, what kind of team are you looking to build? Are you looking to get two experienced people or experienced and a rookie? And he sort of had this tone. We have power in this driver negotiation. We're not sitting around waiting for anybody to just decide they want us. We know we have what's offer a driver. And so there is a non-zero chance that spot Nico Hulkenberg just filled was Carlos's spot. And Carlos was bitching around too much, being like, I'm just going to wait for the absolute perfect best offer to come my way.
Do you think?
Like, okay. I think there's a non-zero chance. I think there's a non-zero chance that is Carlos's. And they will still maybe take Carlos.
Okay, I was like, because there's still rumblings, which we'll get to, but like...
I think they may still take Carlos, but there are also rumblings that Audi's kind of like, we don't need you to make a decision anymore. Like,
really?
Yeah, I think I just saw it from some sports network. They were essentially saying, like, Audi is not concerned with pushing Carlos on his decision anymore.
Oh my God.
Like, it is what it is. Which does not mean that they don't still want him.
Yeah.
But there's not that fevered push to, we have to have him.
The one thing I'm taking an issue with is Helmut Marko sitting out here running his mouth about a contract that has nothing to do with him.
See, but if Helmut didn't run his mouth,
what would we talk about?
What would we be talking about?
No, I'm just saying, they're like, I'm reading these articles with so many quotes from Helmut Marko. I'm like, why is he talking?
He is messy boots.
But, so, from my understanding, and the reason why, I mean, I get where Audi could be like, listen, we want to be in the driver's seat. We want to take charge. We don't want just whoever, like, whatever the leftovers are, you know? We want to go on together. But I'm just like, I think you can still take that position and still not go for Nico Hulkenberg.
Yeah. I mean, I agree.
Let's take no offense, but like, there are
I agree. For the people who don't know, I'm personally not a Nico Hulkenberg stan. Not only do I think that he's kind of lame, I don't think you can be podiumless for this long without being a little bit lame. Oh, also, Phil, yes, he holds the record for the most race starts without a podium. He's never won a podium. He's like Lando Norris, but of podiums. He also hated the old Force India car because it was pink. He said it wasn't man-y to drive a pink car. So he can suck my cock.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
He can suck.
No, that is actually stupid. But my thing with Hulkenberg is that he's very much a forgettable driver. Like, I know I love to like say his name, like Hulkenberg, whatever. But at the end of the day, he's a very forgettable driver overall.
I'm not gonna lie. 9 races out of 10, I forget that the Haas cars are there.
Same.
Jesus.
Like, people will say things, and I'm like, when did that happen? And they're like, oh, it's the Haas. And I'm like, oh!
Wow.
Magnussen is extremely forgettable as well. So,
I like him. That's the problem. He's hot. He's a good dad. Like, I want to like him.
He's a DILF.
Definitely
Madison's a DILF.
Of
Madison is categorically a DILF. Please.
And what definition of the word is he?
He's a father and he's hot.
Oh, okay. So I guess we're tripping up on hot.
Girl, I'm tired of the propaganda it's being said on this podcast.
Listen, we all have very vastly different tastes, except for Lewis.
I'm just saying, like, I think they could have even gotten. Wait, when is Oscar's contract?
I don't think Isn't McLaren locked in?
They're locked in this year, but I'm just saying.
I think they're also locked in for next year.
I thought so.
I think it's 2026.
I just can't keep up with the actual years. I know they're both locked in.
F1 posts a graphic sometimes, which will probably do later this year, that has what year their contract expires on like the driver's grid. So once that's available, we'll make sure to share it. But yeah, for all intents and purposes, everybody who's locked in this year, I believe, is also locked in next year.
Oh, okay.
I know Lando's locked in.
Except for maybe like Valtteri, if he got locked in this year. I feel so bad for Valtteri. My man is always going to be like 1 or 2 year contracts.
I know.
Jesus.
They always do consider.
I don't know. Checo doesn't have a contract right now.
He is. He resigned after he only wanted to go cheat with his wife and resigned for like 2 years.
Jesus Christ, what?
Wait, what did you just say? I don't remember
when
this at
Checo
all.
won Monaco?
Yes.
And the cheater was with?
Oh, that's why you missed me. I didn't know he cheated.
Oh, yeah. He was seen like okay, let me speak here. Did you not have like a sex tape? There were rumors that Checo cheated on his wife because he was, dancing with girlies at the yacht and he was being a little handsy at the club. If I remember correctly, he put out a statement on Instagram basically being like, yeah, I got a little too wild. I'm sorry to my wife. I love her. And then they off had another baby with.
No.
So after he won Monaco, he re-signed for 2 or 3 years. He's not available. He hasn't seen. Correct.
Okay.
Anyway, maybe I'm like, listen, I obviously don't know how many contract years off the top of my head, but maybe Nico was the best that they could find. Who knows? I don't know.
Well, because we all said that we all had like whack people in Excel. Like I had Carlos in there, but like we all had like randos because we were like, who's gonna be at Excalibur except for the people who already drive for it? And now, critically, one of them won't be there. We're either losing Valtteri or Zhou, and I don't think they're going anywhere else on the grid.
You don't think anyone would scoop either? Well, probably not Valtteri. And Zhou neither, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it.
I think I'd rather, if I had to choose between one, I'd rather see Zhou get picked up and Valtteri. I feel like Valtteri's at his time. And I think
Valtteri's one of the older ones on the grid, isn't he?
No, not
Valtteri's not that
old. He's like maybe like
God,
like mid-range, but like high.
He's like younger than Lewis, obviously.
Yeah.
He's 34 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's Daniel's age.
Okay.
Which is actually quite shocking. I always feel like Daniel gives me like young, like a young kid vibe.
Don't do that to Valtteri. Don't do that to Valtteri. Don't do that to Valtteri. Don't do that to him. You know why you feel that way. Don't do that to him.
Yeah, I know.
Don't do that to him.
But yeah, so I guess, Audi's making moves, or it's time to make their moves.
Checo's also
correct for the market. What'd you say?
Checo's also 34.
Kevin gives me 34. Yeah,
Kevin Magnus is 31. Kevin Magnus is younger than all of these men.
Oh, wow. Really?
Kevin Magnus is 31 years old.
How many kids does he have?
Crazy. Kevin only has the one, I thought. He has the daughter. Maybe he has multiple kids. That's a great question. Everybody just knows about his daughter.
Hold on, let's see. He has 2 daughters.
Oh, yeah. He does have 2 daughters. Oh,
one in 2021. Yeah, one was 123.
Oh, that's cute. Well, we're already talking about Audi, and we've covered Nico, talked a little bit about Carlos. We have not talked about the third man vying for the Audi, Esteban
Ocon.
Now this
I know less about. This I need y'all to tell me about.
Now, this is not surprising to me.
Audi's actually not serious. Real, because like you want, I could say you want Nico Hulkenberg and then someone who finishes maybe top 5. Nico Hulkenberg and Esteban Ocon. That's what you want to your first year in F1 roll up and be like, yeah, new man on canvas. What? Nico and Esteban falling behind you.
Now, to give Esteban some credit, Esteban is a race winner. He is a path finish on podiumer.
Racer.
He is a race winner.
Jesus Christ.
He also, could you imagine credit? He's stuck in that depth travel at Audi.
I'll give him that.
I mean,
And so it's not like he can show any talent. I think the barely hit around the track.
but also he's in the Alpine for a reason.
He's an Alpine. He's been with Renault for like forever.
Again, he's in the Alpine for a reason.
Well, because they're trying to do basically what happened with Renault and Alpine is they tried to do the Max Verstappen thing where you build a team around a driver, and they forgot that Max Verstappen is a generational talent. And that's what sometimes is not. And so they forgot that you need a talented driver to build a team. You cannot build a team around a decent driver. You need an exemplary driver to build.
Well,
and they forgot that part. So I think that's what's happening. Because I think, like, he's the company man. You know, he's locked into that French vibe. And I think that he realizes that he locked himself into a French death trap and needs to leave. Needs to leave to our county journalism. Journalists.
They are German, but also, like, no. They should not pick up Esteban Ocon. They should not pick up Esteban Ocon.
If they hadn't picked up Nico Rosberg and they picked up Esteban Ocon first, I would have been like,
I think that would be fine.
Yeah. But you can't sign Nico and then say, ooh, we're trying to negotiate with Esteban. I'm like, why?
I feel like you should like kick off your team with success.
Or at least,
as much as I think that Carlos is mid, he is successful.
There you go, yeah.
You know, he's won some races. He gets on the podium for admittedly, he's in a top tier car. He should be winning. It should be on podiums. And neither of the two of them, Nico or Esteban, are in positions to be winning on podiums ever.
Well,
but I think both are going in that case.
Yeah.
For the sake of my driver predictions, I hope Carlos signs the contract. And that's my goal.
Do you think that Audi is just like kicking up dust? Like they're just willing to talk to anyone who's willing to talk to them, but they have like a plan on the back burner?
I think that's how Audi is generally. You don't say no to talking.
Yeah.
Like Lewis. Like, remember there's the whole thing where Christian Horner was like, oh yeah, Lewis can't call me, and he tried to make a big deal. It's like, bro, there's an agency. You have the best car of the grid. Of course, Lewis just kept calling.
Yeah.
You got a little bit of fear just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case.
But no, also, Lewis and a Red Bull, no.
That's not even the issue. Lewis and Max on the same team.
That's the issue.
I feel like I would live though. I feel like it would be so.
I mean, that'd be epic, but like that'd also be like low key hell at the same time.
We don't even want to lose to Ferrari.
Yeah,
it's no longer in a death trap. And these are top tier teams.
I'm so excited.
Speaking of Mercedes, we also have a little bit of potential tea. That according to rumors, Max and his camp are in late speeding negotiations with Mercedes on him moving to Mercedes next year. And they will be having those late stage negotiations after the Miami GP. Thoughts on this, ladies?
Why the hell would he leave Red Bull to go get in that Mercedes?
I personally think that it's a crop of bullshit.
It doesn't make sense.
Like, I believe that he is talking to Mercedes. I think
sure, maybe he answered Toto's phone call, but like
spinning this like they were about to sign the contract and we're getting a Max Verstappen Mercedes graphic next week is insane. No, we're not.
I don't know too much about F1, but like even I know that's absurd.
And when we do get that Max Mercedes graphic next week, we will eat our words. We will eat the mess.
It just doesn't make sense. It's not logical.
For me, when I first started watching F1, Mercedes seems to be like the stable, like all like they had it together. They are going down to like they feel like they're just falling and just trying to grab or whatever, you know?
They're the new Williams.
And it seems to me like it seems to be so messy.
Not Williams.
Why are you aiming to offer Max Verstappen? And I guess that's why I'm willing to pay him $150 million because they have nothing else.
What the hell?
Crap.
And an ambassadorship,
which they wouldn't give to Lewis, who
Oh!
Won 7 championships with you, but no, that was.
Suddenly you're just passing out possible ambassadorships to Max.
But I guess
Yes.
not to throw everything at him because
But why didn't you throw everything at Lewis?
No, I feel like that.
Because they suck. They're trash.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had, for years, you had a driver who is better than Max, higher level than Max, and you absolutely neglected him. Suddenly he leaves, and you just feel like you have to throw everything at Max?
It's kind of ridiculous, especially because Max has said so many times, I am finishing my career at Redbull.
Well.
I have this contract until 2028.
It does, and he doesn't. I don't think that doesn't seem like they're a match. Doesn't feel like you're together. I think I would be so shocked if Max was anywhere else.
I would actually be shook. I would actually be shook.
To be honest, I'd see like Christian Horner leaving Red Bull before I saw Max leaving Red Bull.
Oh, 100%. Like, and the thing is, they're saying that basically the way that they're going to go about this is they're going to get Helmut Marko at Mercedes, and Max really, really cares about having Helmut Marko on his cheeks, which is a good thing.
Like a quote-unquote escape pod if Helmut Marko leaves Red Bull?
Yeah, that's supposedly the key. And so, we'll see. I also can't see Helmut Marko at Mercedes.
Yeah, no, I couldn't.
He yaps way too much for them.
Helmut and Toto?
Like, he yaps so much.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have to, because Helmut right now is not technically employed by the Red Bull F1 team.
Racing, he's employed by Red Bull, like, in the introduction.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's a lot of moving pieces that we can.
There are. I just feel like this is like the one that felt like the most random.
But isn't Helmut also like the raging racist?
Yeah, you know.
Okay. Just checking, making sure I'm thinking about the right person.
I don't think that's.
Wait, say that again?
Lewis is in there, and I don't think that's a problem. Just saying.
I mean, accurate, but I'm just like,
yeah, no,
I don't know.
I feel like Mercedes is just trying to throw anything at the wall and see if it sticks. Trying that Max, which I don't know why.
They're making a desperate grab at what they can.
Also, find Mercedes why would you want this out there? Like, it's like everyone's like, oh my god, you're so desperate. You're like, the guy at the club, like, turning on, time to go home, last call, and you're trying to find someone. That's not a great analogy because technically we're not just trying to find anyone. So,
I mean, because they really could pick up
trying. 150 million is an absolute absurd number, even for Max Verstappen. So
that's insane.
Yeah,
and
it's just,
and then you're just so willingly giving him again what a driver who got you how many 7 championships?
Oh, my bad, it was 6.
6. My bad. Sorry.
I'm just going
up on 6. But yeah, it's a little bit crazy. A little crazy. I can't believe they're playing like this, but I actually can because that's how he is. That's how it is.
Honestly, I think half of them are just kicking up dust so no one can pay attention to what they're actually doing.
So true. I can't wait to see how this all pans out.
It's getting more interesting now that I'm seeing what it is they're choosing to put out, and right. Like, I'm like, they're just dropping these nuggets just to, like, I don't know, like, build up hype or whatever. But half of it doesn't make sense. So I'm like, okay, this is what you're telling us, but what are you not telling us?
Yeah. And in things that might make Max leave Red Bull, Adrian Newey is reportedly leaving Red Bull.
And who's Adrian Newey again?
Adrian Newey is like Jesus of cars.
Oh, right. Car Jesus.
Car Jesus. He's the one that makes the airflow. You can see the airflow. I feel like we might have hit this a little bit at the end of last week's episode.
What do you mean the airflow? What are you talking about?
So you know how, like, in aerodynamics, the whole thing is that the air is flowing over the car. That's like aerodynamics. And you basically want to create the least amount of turbulent air. You want laminar flow air over your car. They say that Adrian Newey is so good that he can see, like, with his eyes when he looks at a car, he can see the way the air would flow.
Gotcha.
Like, he can just see it move.
Oh, I love that.
That's how good he is. So,
and he fully resigned. Like, he put in his resignation letter.
He did not fully resign.
Oh,
he had reportedly resigned. The thing that we didn't cover, because I feel like we might have talked about this, the thing we didn't cover is that there's this thing called gardening leave in F1. So, if Adrian is leaving but lives out his full contract, he wouldn't be able to be picked up by another team until 2027. Right? If he does not fill out his full contract, because his lawyers are reportedly working on getting him out immediately.
Yeah.
He could join a team by 2025 and be working on the 2026 core. All I'm hearing, potentially. Lewis Hamilton champion 2026, baby. That's all I'm hearing. Send Adrian Newey straight to Ferrari. Get that man to Maranello. I don't care if you have to sell out the Pope and the Vatican. Send Adrian Newey to Ferrari. Okay? I need to see Charles and Lewis in a car so illegal.
Oh,
Christian Horner camped out outside the FIA. That's what I need. That car needs to be so diabolically against the regulations in a way that they cannot actually prove. I need to see it. I want cheating allegations everywhere. That's how good. I know Adrian could make that frying. He could make it so good. He could make it so good. He could do it for us. I don't know what the head of Ferrari has to do. I don't know what Fred Vasseur has to do. I don't know what that weird Ferrari man who wears the glasses and I remember his name, he's the CEO, has to do. Something Elkin, John Elkin. John. Negotiate with Hope and fix what you need to do.
Oh my God.
Adrian on that sweet Italian soul.
I would be intrigued if he would go to Ferrari, but I also maybe he might go to Mercedes. Which I think
the streets are saying that he might go to Mercedes. I could have sworn that I saw an article that said he wouldn't want to go to Mercedes because he basically thinks they're losers and thinks Solo's a flop.
No.
I was looking at an article earlier today and he basically said, like, yeah, Solo's a loser.
Oh my God.
No, but I think I would love to see him at Ferrari. You know, it's my own Lewis Hart, but I think it's crazy that, for at least how it's being reported, Red Bull is still like denying, like, we haven't received official notice from Adrian and the agreement. Oh, we haven't. And it's just like y'all like to toss around the word official.
Yeah. Girl, BBC Sport is reporting he's leaving.
I'm seeing something from 11 hours ago.
I've heard that that
he submitted it
on Thursday before before all the goings on.
Yeah,
Miami.
Yeah,
but
yep.
And I also
listen. He said, "Get me out of here."
Like that, he stated one of the reasons that hadn't been stated for him leaving is due to all the Christian Horner stuff. Because I'm not gonna lie, I do feel like this Christian Horner stuff has been swept on the rug, and it actually irritates me every time I see him. And I watch the race. I'm like, we never got to the bottom of this.
No. And in fact, y'all fired that.
And I'm
girl.
like, something still needs to happen. There was not an actual settling of this issue. So,
and it's the fact that they just don't care. They just don't care. They're just outright.
So for me, that was actually something I was kind of happy to see, that he was putting it on Christian Horner's issue in this out of the situation, because I think that kind of puts a little bit of heat back up. Not much, because I don't really think that's going to be the main topic. It's going to be more so that he's leaving and where is he going. but I think it adds a little bit of heat under Christian Horner's butt that I do appreciate.
And the smaller Adrian Newey also could potentially the actually likely teams that he's likely to go to Ferrari and Aston Martin.
Him Aston Martin, I would be so pissed.
Yeah, I think that it would be a waste of Adrian Newey's skills to send that man.
The only intriguing part would be like the Alonso of it all. But to give Lance Stroll a good car that he is going to crash and ruin, it's like no. So yeah, I'm actually really interested to hear later on this week if we kind of start getting more answers about like an official statement from Red Bull. Like, what's his contract gonna look like? Are they going to be able to like get out of it, go to another team? Do you think would he? Because I don't know what his contract looks like, but do you think he could be able to like sign with a team this year?
No, you have to have gardening leave.
Right.
A year.
Wedding leave?
Gardening leave.
What is that?
It's just like you have to take a year gap when you are moving from F1 team to
F1 that like
team.
12-month clause that they have in his contract, they say?
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what it was called.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently Toto has already kind of like hinted that he doesn't want Newey anyway.
Okay, well then he's a fucking idiot.
So like,
why would you say that?
Literally, BBC Sport is saying Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff has indicated he is not interested in pursuing Newey.
See, that's what
we all knew that Toto was an idiot. But why can't he be an idiot inside his house? Why is he an idiot out where we can hear it?
Exactly. Why?
What happened to group chats?
You know,
what happened to group chats?
Keep it to yourself.
You don't have friends you can text these thoughts to?
Toto doesn't need he decides to need a group chat like that. But
he needs
absolutely
he needs to have friends he texts us voice.
Toto does not have friends.
Your pride in you, sir. Why wouldn't you want to have an expert, someone who has perfected a car, the car that you see every single race, who's laughing you, who's driving leaps and bounds ahead of you, your car? Like, why wouldn't you at least just throw it out there? Who knows? He may want to. You never know. Oh, Toto wants to be Toto just wants to be Toto and be ridiculous man of the year.
Also, a thing we didn't mention what happened because honestly I forgot, but Christian Horner back during this whole scandal, and everyone's like, "Oh, everybody wants to leave the team because of you." What he was saying, like, we could do it without Adrian Newey. Christian's comments got reflected in a tweet, and Newey's wife responded, saying, "What a load of hogwash." Essentially, it's calling Christian.
I like her.
Yeah, she's funny. But yeah, I think it's absolutely insane. I think that Newey should go to Ferrari. I think it'll be very fun, very cool to see
Newey drive the most appreciated at Ferrari.
Say that one more time.
Adrian Newey's talents will be most appreciated at Ferrari between Charles and Lewis.
If I remember correctly, Adrian Newey has wanted to design a car for Lewis. Like, really? He said the two things that he wanted to do was decide that he hadn't done yet was a car for Lewis and a car for Ferrari.
Two birds, one stone. Yeah. Two birds, one stone.
Stone up, baby.
That was all I had to make sure that
and finish off your career with a couple championships.
There you go.
You said make sure that Ferrari's strategy doesn't like just completely destroy it.
What do you think it would take to take Hannah Smith away from her? How much money did they have to offer off Hannah?
Who's Hannah Smith?
She is the Red Bull head strategist. She's the one who worked on all the strategies for Red Bull. She's like the god of strategy as well.
Ooh. I told you. The blood and Jesus.
What?
I
think she got it.
So true.
You really think she wouldn't leave?
Facetious, but like to an extent. But I just don't think. And again, she hasn't been there.
So,
and to be honest, I do not know that all of this is an issue, but just me thinking, I think for me personally, for a woman in F1, I feel like sometimes maybe when you get into a team that, you know, you have a good position, you're respected, you might want to keep it. You might not look to the water somewhere else. Just saying, as a, you know, I think a woman in a male dominated sport, and a male.
But what if they actively are pursuing you? Well, do you think Ferrari would actively pursue her?
I don't think so. I feel like people would know if there were rumblings at this point. I feel like everything Red Bull has.
Yeah, you don't want to be. You don't want to seem like a copycat.
I mean, I don't think it's copycatting as much as just seeing talent and just build. You're not copying anything. You're just simply acquiring talent.
It's okay.
Oh, well, we'll see where Adrian. We'll see where Adrian ends up. Praying he ends up at Ferrari. If not, that's still okay. Boo. Yeah.
That would be epic.
That'd be so epic. Now, last thing I wanted to cover, and obviously, you know, the baddies can bring them any topic they want. The last thing I personally wanted to cover that we did not cover in the past piece, and that was a misstep. It's that Charles Leclerc has a new dog and a new ice cream company.
I can't deal with you. I heard about the ice cream company. What is this with the dog?
What? Has the cutest little wiener dog. I'm gonna look up and show both of you.
I think I did see it. He's something so about it on Instagram, and I was like, whatever.
He's a dog dad now.
Oh my god, not a dog dad.
He's a dog father.
Dog.
I know.
I think Lewis's dogs are so cute.
I
think Lewis is little
besties. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do when? And the dog's name is Leo. What are we gonna do?
Oh, he's so cute.
When Leo and Roscoe have their first joint post.
Wait, go down. Look at the one where he's looking at him so lovingly.
What are we gonna do?
Bex, why are you side-eyeing this dog? This dog ain't done nothing to you.
I'm side-eyeing YouTube.
That is so cute. That's an adorable picture.
You can't tell, so.
We know.
The dog is very cute. His name is Leo Leclerc.
I don't know. And not because that's new puppy.
Say that one more time.
Roscoe's kind of old.
I know, that's why they need a joint Instagram post before it's too late.
He a big stinky. He a big little ugly.
I did see that Charles was like, oh, you know, Lewis and I, you know, when he gets to Ferrari, we can have ice cream and a drink. You know, Lewis has this new non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah.
All right, Lewis.
People say it's good,
all right.
People say it's pretty yummy.
You can use it to like make margaritas. It's pretty. But
but pregnant women will do that. They use it to make ices.
I'm like, you're taking this whole vegan thing, sober thing, too far.
Let that man be vegan and sober in peace.
Listen, he's just trying to live his best life.
Let him
it's
be
okay.
vegan and sober in peace.
Well,
yes, and
he
also
just wants to be all natural.
That's it. Charles also has his ice cream company. But he just only sold in a couple countries right now. It's sadly not in the U.S. People are saying it's yummy. I cannot wait. I really want to eat that ice cream. And I don't even like ice cream. But for you, Charles, I'll have to.
I always forget you don't like ice cream, and every time it throws me.
I love ice cream. Blaming your cousin who's teaching you to hold the spring milk as a child and ruin milk that. Blame her. This is all her fault.
Leave my cousin alone.
Shut up, Mom.
What's up, Dels?
No, but I did actually have a really great fun there. I kind of I think I sent it to y'all, but did y'all get to see a certain somebody that banned had it? Fundraiser.
Why don't we break this down? What happened?
So a certain former president, well, basically tried to hold a fundraiser. I think they bought this like a pilot suite or something. And so
Something
basically
like
we're
that.
selling tickets, a fundraiser to their suites. I don't even know how much would it per ticket? $250,000 per ticket.
What the hell?
Yeah, okay.
What the hell?
Yes, my friend. 250 big ones. Which is
Who the hell's gonna pay
I
that?
don't sure people work. But anyway,
Oh
yeah,
my
he
God.
tried to host a fundraiser, and basically F1 had to send a cease and desist letter to them. And basically, I think the former president is still going to attend the race. I think it was just in the event that got
He has shown his new facelift.
banned. What happened?
The streets are saying he got a facelift.
Oh,
did he? What does he look like right now?
That's what the streets are saying. The streets are saying that there's a picture of him recently where he looked like he got a facelift.
oh my gosh. But yeah,
I just want to know how you lift that face.
I don't know. I just thought that was such a bold thing to do. To try to think over this. I mean, I get it. You want to buy your suite, you want to invite whoever you want to invite. I get that. But to have a fundraiser at the GP, I think is quite ballsy.
I agree.
Who knows?
Maybe that's fair.
Who knows?
Listen, he's known for being overly audacious, especially when he does not need to be. So
to be honest,
it's not that much of a surprise, but it's
they
still
purchased
hilarious.
me for it, so you still might get a little.
Yeah, it was like one of his donors or fundraisers or whatever purchased the thing and then was going to have them buy tickets.
Yeah, but yeah, I think he probably had something that happened unofficial under the table, I guess. I don't know. But I just thought that was really funny to hear.
Well, they already said something about he's already having something at the man's golf course or resort or whatever he has down there.
Yeah, he is having some kind of fundraiser this weekend. That's the extent of all I know. So
yeah, F1 just doesn't want him to use that booth or the box or whatever it is they bought.
They're fundraising for him.
Yeah, so
yeah,
which is wild.
Even if
this
they
man
continue to use it, they had to put out a statement being hey, you promise we did not fundraise for it.
Which
that is absurd, and hilarious.
Just wanted to pass out. Oh, did you hear? I think you said y'all Checo's dad, raving about Checo, about how he had he's the most sought after F1 driver, and he has the most sponsors, more than Lewis and Max combined.
Well, Checo might have more sponsors. Checo's a huge deal in Mexico, so he might have your own.
He is big in Mexico.
But I just thought I was like, okay, I feel you. You know, you're trying to hype up your son, and I get it, but also let's reel it in a smidge, just a smidge. You know,
it's not a little bit. It's not a little bit.
No, maybe so long as once he stops coming in more than 10 seconds behind his teammate, it'll be all right. Then you can talk about him.
Yeah.
But until then,
well, as a name, first to take us out.
I do have a question to take you guys out. My question for you is: have you seen Challengers? Listen, Dave Tennis.
I am literally on my way to go and see it.
She's going to see it tonight.
You're not ready. You are going to walk out of that theater a changed woman. I have not been able to think about anything but Challengers since I saw it on Friday.
That's literally
wait, is it that good?
Yes. Go see it.
I've not been able to think about a single thing.
So that's the thing. I'm actually going to try and see it on Friday or Saturday, but I had some stuff going on, so I was like, I'll wait. And then it was Sunday. I just was inundated with people the best sports movie ever. Oh my god, greatest movie out there.
I think it's the best movie I've ever seen in my life. I have to say,
really,
I'm tempted to go spend more money to go back into the theater to re-watch it.
So
it was transcendent.
So without any spoilers, what makes it so great?
I think there's a particular skill in one, the music,
Okay.
the directing, the cinematography, the acting. Like every department was on their fucking P&Ds. Every department knew they had a job to do, and they all carried the job. I also don't think there's been a movie that has ever held my attention every second of the movie. Yeah.
Really?
Every second of the movie, I was latching. I was locked in. I also don't think we have managed as a society to make as hot of a movie without being overly explicit. I feel like half the time when people want to make a hot movie, they just make porn, and then they go wherever we that it's R-rated. Okay. Challengers didn't do that. Challengers went, we bet you we can make this movie hot. There's barely going to be anything, but it's going to be a hot movie. And I was like, you guys think this was great. Steaming. This was amazing. So good. So good. Oh,
okay. Okay. All right. Heard.
I'll think I'll leave you.
I'll get myself together and I'll go watch it. Right.
Well, after your rave review, I am very...
I know. Listen, if it is anything but perfection, you will be hearing from me.
Everybody's calling it perfection.
And I'm honest, people who I follow who are really movie cinema savants. Top notch.
Yeah. Everybody's calling it an absolute perfection.
Oscar
right. Everybody.
Is
the
it?
three of them do not get an Oscar, I will be baffled. If the three of them do not get an Oscar, I will be absolutely shocked.
Zendaya can act down, so I'm not surprised by at least her part.
Acting down, the parallels, the threads, all of it. All of it was utter perfection. It was perfect. It was beautiful. Without getting spoilers, I hate love triangles. I have a deep hatred in my heart for love triangles. And there were two things that I mostly hate about love triangles.
What?
One, they're just Snape. They are all into each other. Into their love triangle. First and foremost. And secondly, I always feel like people are cowards when they do love triangles, and they feel a need to eliminate an option to justify the selection. Like, you're watching a movie, and they'll have, for example, Hunger Games. You have the Gale, Peter, Katniss, Wolfer. Yes. They made Gale kill her sister to remove that man from contention. Why would you just not like him as much? Why you gotta kill her whole sister to remove him from the love triangle? What happened? They're just letting people make choices and trying to show why they made their choice. And I think Challengers does a good job at both things. You understand why every character has made the choice they made.
Yeah.
And also, it's an actual love triangle.
Jesus.
This is a spoiler that's in the trailer. It's an actual love triangle.
Listen, now that you have absolutely big up this movie to me, I guess I'll go on and go to the movie theater.
Critiques. It's hard. You can tell me, but I will hear.
Oh, okay. Now Bex is going to literally find something to critique just to come back on here and say something.
Bex will have things to critique. Can I ask you tomorrow? Okay. That I say tomorrow. Okay.
Bex is gonna come back with a list. She's gonna come back with a list just because she can. Not even because she actually.
No, I know. I'm not going. I'm actually going. Well, that's the only thing. Sometimes I do like when people are.
Are you going to dress up in a tennis outfit?
No, I saw that. I was watching a clip from Law's IG, and he was talking about like his hashtag. What's the character's name?
Tashi London.
Yeah, I was like the hashtag was like Tashi made me wear it. And I was like,
I tried taking pictures.
Oh, that's cute.
People were like, wearing their tennis and stuff.
And the little tennis outfit.
to the movie.
Way to go.
I don't have all white, so unfortunately I can't. We also just found out that this was like a thing or wearing tennis inspired outfits in the movie theater. But, I will say though, what I will say, to piggyback on what I just said, Law and Zendaya are absolute perfection when it comes to
oh my god,
her looks and the way they can
eat.
They seen her looks, the press tour. They go back to like her Doom 2 press tour, and then it turned it right over to Challengers press tour. And I mean, hitting every single time, no misses, no skips, just perfection. Those two
just on point every time.
That's your only client. Well, that Celine Dion, that was his client one wrong. But when she comes out of the house, but Zendaya is.
Zendaya and Celine Dion. That's not bad. That's a pretty good roster right there.
Quit.
Completely stopped.
He's got mad one day and he's like, "I'm done," and then Zendaya.
He said, "I'm sick of all y'all. I'm gonna go over here and work with Zendaya." And forget the rest of you people.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think it wasn't in clients. I think it was more so like the industry and working with some of these fashion houses that was the issue.
I can imagine.
Well, ladies, I will get ready to go see Challengers. So,
y'all
adieu.
Goodbye. Keep your critiques to yourself, because Af will have a fit.
I will have a fit. As always, listeners, rate, review, subscribe, send it to your friends. Go to the Instagram, like the Instagram, dance on the TikTok, like the TikTok, watch on YouTube. Say all the things you can do to Foxley Black.
All of the above.
Send this to your art or your caption, to your Tashi.
Oh.
That's to know if I use like if she watches this movie.
I did not know what you meant until you said Tashi.
Also, y'all know more of that.
Send it to your Art and your Patrick.
Okay, whatever that means.
Well, bye, listeners.
Bye-bye.
Bye.